Hi,
Hey guys!
welcome back to another week of Ghost in the Scene. Sorry we were messing around, but we're just having such a great week. Things are going up. Things are looking up.
Aces, guys. Great
So
thing.
it's been one accomplishment after the next. It seems like maybe for the past month. Let's go down the list, okay? 1, Johnny Depp exposed.
Johnny Depp
Regardless of where you fall on what side you fall on, whether
He's a
he
ghost.
is or he's a
He's a
vampire.
ghost.
Whether you fall, whatever, we're not going to debate that right now, but that's number 1. At least he's exposed. Number
He's
2,
exposed.
Ghost
in the Shell. Big flop. You can't ride on our coattails. You're not
Yeah.
gonna make a cent in this business.
Exactly. Get out of here with your trash, with your Ghost franchise that didn't even take off. It's a non-starter. So that's the big one. I think the biggest one though is the current news. This is what we're filming tonight about. It's I think it's the sweetest one because it's a revenge, best served cold. Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers. Oh man. So the Warner Brothers have to prove that ghosts are real, or else they are sued by the publication that released a book based on the real life heroes of mine, the Warren family, who investigated numerous ghosts. They have to prove that everything in their movie was factual, or else they are going to get sued for millions of dollars.
And this is much more than just like a funny kind of prove ghosts are real. This is finally what the ghost community needs to be validated. Okay, we need everybody, all of the ghosters out there, to get together and help, because and here's here's our position. Okay, we hate Warner Brothers. I laughed and I was stomping on all of my old VHSs of Warner Brothers when I heard about this lawsuit. I was having the best day of my life. Okay? But then it really hit me. The gravity of what they have to prove. They have to prove that ghosts are real.
Something and they have the resources and the capital to do it. They could make it work.
Yeah. They have a lot to lose though. $900 million is not insignificant. It's not a small amount of money. So if they don't prove this, they stand to lose a lot of money, and everybody stands to realize that ghosts aren't real. So there's a lot riding on this.
And after Suicide Squad, they can't afford to lose any more millions.
Exactly.
It's not going to work. Not going to work.
Okay, so here's something that was I guess I thought about earlier today. I never thought that there could be a price on the proof that ghosts were real. Okay, but recently, this past weekend, we found out that price is $900 million. There's a bounty of $900 million to prove that ghosts are real. So the ghosters out there, we take the proof and we give it to Warner Brothers. That's $900 million that they pay us. Okay?
Complete agreement. Warner Brothers, if you are watching this, I mean, I can't believe I'm saying this. If you told me a month ago that I would be offering my time, my expertise to help Warner Brothers, I would say, get out of town, Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
But I will let them use any footage from our show. They can put it to the jury, Exhibit A. Let's leave it to some real scientists in the field and see what they show us. I will take the stand for Warner Brothers because this is important.
No offense to you, Mark. No offense. And I really don't mean any offense, but I honestly don't think that you have the experience needed in this kind of situation. I think we have and I'm not saying I do either. I'm just not saying I do either. I'm saying that we have somebody on our team that is far more versed in the actual process of becoming and living with ghosts. Okay, so I'm talking about our co-host and MIA, missing in action, Ghost Realm Zone friend Rob Thomas.
Rob Thomas, yeah.
Rob Thomas is out there with the Ghost Aquaman right now. He is in the Ghost Zone and he is floating in inner space. But
He's in the shit.
We're gonna bring him back, and we're gonna get Warner Brothers to bring him back for us because he is living proof that ghosts are real, that ghosts affect the human realm, and that we can go from here to there with a matter of some kind of ghostly help. So he's the linchpin in this whole case. $900 million rides on Warner Brothers saving Rob Thomas. Okay?
Exactly.
Proving the ghosts are real.
And they don't have a choice.
They don't.
I think what we should do after we're done, we'll email this video to Warner Brothers, make the plea, say, hey, we need some money to get our friend out of the ghost dimension, and he will give you everything. Because, beforehand,
first-hand experience.
I think they have been kind of in the dark with what they've been doing with ghosts in the movies. It was kind of largely out of their hand, but they didn't really understand the powers that they were working with.
It's the director, I believe. The director was the really mastermind behind this entire situation.
Yeah.
And he was true to the books. And I really do give him credit for that. I give him credit for the boldness that they portrayed in those movies. Those are all actual real ghosts in the Conjuring movies. So that's something to take home and really chew on. If in your DVD kind of library, I'd keep those separate from your other family movies because they will leech onto them, and the negative energies will seep into your Disneys and your DreamWorks. So
you don't want that next to the Shrek 2.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Okay. There's a lot of negative energies already in Shrek 2 just with Shrek and Donkey. But Warner Brothers, they're in a pickle and we can help. And not only us, because I know that we're the leader of a ghost community, but I know that there's a lot of other ghosts. There's a ghost community out there that they don't like to talk about movies. They're maybe photograph specialists, or maybe they're ghost painting specialists. So I'm just saying we could all focus our energies on this single event, on helping Warner Brothers prove that ghosts are real. And by doing that, I believe that we can change the world for the better and include ghosts in school learning, in educational institutions like elementary schools and high schools, ghost research. So this is about education.
It is about education. And it's just really about taking a stand. Just taking a stand. It's like we are Kendall Jenner handing Warner Brothers a Pepsi, saying, hey, it's a peace offering, and just showing them the truth.
I disagree with that. I disagree with everyone's been misinterpreting this commercial, and it's been bothering me, okay? People don't understand. The Pepsi was expired. She was giving an expired Pepsi to a police officer. That's an act of war. That's an act of violence.
Poison.
It was poisoned Pepsi.
So that was the subtext.
If you zoom in close enough, and if you slow down the frame rate close enough, you can see the expiration date as she's handing it to the officer. And the expiration date obviously says 2014. Okay?
Expired Pepsi.
Expired Pepsi. She's giving expired Pepsi to a police officer. If he's gonna get the runs, he's gonna get poison, he's gonna vomit, he's gonna give it to somebody else. So it's much more subversive than people give Kendall Jenner, okay? So let's just cut her some slack and cut Pepsi some slack. This is very and honestly, I feel like this is an allegory to what happened to Kim Jong-un's brother, who was poisoned by a girl, sprayed him in the face with I think maybe even some expired Pepsi. I don't know.
It was probably expired Pepsi.
So
that really opened my eyes. So, okay, I'm sorry, Warner Brothers. We're not trying to give you poison Pepsi. We just
no.
I want them to get our friend back.
And I want the truth. I want the truth to be out there. And it deserves to be out there. And we're not going to rest until Warner Brothers hears that and it's going to be hard to say, but we have their back. Warner Brothers, we got your back on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So until next week, guys, stay in the scene and keep your eyes on the screen. And if you have anybody you know in the Warner Brothers industry, any of the brothers, I know there's about 8 of them, 8 or 9 of them, reach out to them, okay? For our sake and for Rob's sake.
Please.
Okay. Stay in the scene.